Prince Handley coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure, healing, miracle-working love. I want to talk to you today about wealth and the ark, your ark. The Bible tells us in the Brit Hadashah, the New Covenant, the New Testament, in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, neither can we carry anything out. But having food and covering, we shall be therewith content. But they that are minded to be rich fall into a temptation, and a snare, and many foolish and hurtful lusts, such as drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil, which some reaching after have been led astray from the faith, and have pierced themselves through with many sorrows. I want you to notice verse 9. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, and into a snare. They fall into many foolish and harmful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. I want you to reflect on these words: minded, love, and reaching after. Minded is the Greek word boulamai, and it represents those who are determined to be rich above all else. Love of money, the Greek philogeria, is the same as avarice or greed. And the words for reaching after in the Greek origami is to desire in the sense of coveting, to stretch oneself out, to covet after something. Now let me give you my paraphrase from the original Greek. If your determination is to stretch yourself out, coveting wealth, seeking it above all else, you are in great spiritual peril. Messiah Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah, the Anointed One of God, taught us, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength." He was actually quoting from the Shema in the Torah in Deuteronomy 6, verse 4. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Desiring to be rich may not just mean wanting to lay up millions or billions of dollars, or accumulating great assets. It may also mean wanting to make money working full-time when God only wants you to work part-time and devote more time to His work or His kingdom interest. Desiring to be rich is different than wanting to be rich to give you freedom and the ability to do God's work and enjoy the blessings of God for yourself, your family, and others. Desiring to be rich is different than wanting to have the ability to relax and to listen to God for new creative projects to evangelize the world or to help deliver and heal the sick and oppressed. Desiring to be rich is different than wanting to have time and flexibility to fast, pray, and seek the will of God and the anointing of God for your next assignment to loose nations, governments, and people groups from the bondage of Satan and his demons. Now let me ask you a question. What is your ark? How will you spare your family and bring righteousness into the world? Like Noah, who will protect your family and prepare them for the end times, and prepare the world for the second appearing of Messiah and His kingdom. You can have all the things you want in life, my friend, as long as they're godly and good. Just don't let them have you. The God of Israel has promised blessings for His people, for those who will be faithful in establishing His covenant, and for those who bless Israel. Let's talk about God's blessings for His people. In the Tanakh, in Psalm 115, verses 14 and 15, He will bless those who fear the Lord, both small and great. May the Lord increase you more and more, you and your children. Blessed are you by the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Let's talk about God's blessing on those who establish His covenant in the earth. Those who will be faithful in establishing His covenant by having part in sharing the good news of Messiah Jesus to Israel and to the nations. In the Tanakh, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 18, "But you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant which He swore to your fathers, as at this day." And let's talk about God's blessings to those who bless Israel. In the Torah, in Genesis chapter 12, verse 3, "I will bless those who bless you, speaking of Abraham, through his seed to his seed line Israel. I will bless those who bless Israel, and I will curse him who curses you. In Abraham, and in the seed line of Abraham, through Israel, and through the Mashiach, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, all families of the earth will be blessed. So when you bless Israel, and you bless the seed line of Abraham, God says you will be blessed. The Torah also tells us in many places, including Numbers chapter 24, verse 9, which was Balaam's prophecy concerning Israel. Blessed be everyone who blesses Israel. Cursed be everyone who curses you. So, my friend, wealth and the ark, your ark, are covered in God's covenant of blessing. God will protect you no matter what the economy, even in the coming economic judgment that will flood the earth. And there is one coming. As the waters flooded the earth in Noah's day, there will be an economic malaise upon the earth. God will cover you and protect you in that economic malaise, that economic flood, if you will be faithful, like Noah, in building an ark. God will protect you, He will give you direction, provide for you miraculously, and help you reach Israel and the nations with the good news if you will covenant with Him by building an ark of faithfulness in helping to share the good news. In the show notes of this podcast, I have placed a link where you can start building your ark, an ark for you, an ark for your family and loved ones. In that link, you will find all the resources you need for total protection and blessing, spiritual, physical, and mental, as well as financial. Start building your ark, my friend, and like Noah, prepare for your family, while at the same time bringing blessing to Israel and to the nations. This has been your friend, Prince Handley, coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure, healing, miracle-working love. Baruch haba b'Shem Adonai.